What is going on, everybody? It's your boy JT and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories, the series, of course, where we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United. And I think it's time we all just sit back, open a bottle of whatever the hell you're drinking. Maybe it's a beer, maybe it's a glass of water, and just have a little sip, a little swig, and take a couple of seconds to appreciate that victory right there. That tastes so sweet. Nothing tastes sweeter than 3 huge points for Leeds United, and Leeds now assert ourselves back into second in the table above Southampton, which was a huge victory for Leeds to get after that victory that Southampton got against West Brom yesterday. The pressure could have really started to mount over to Leeds United, but today we look comfortable, we looked assured, we look confident, and it really is filling me with a lot of confidence, especially considering the fact that Southampton did what they did the other day. I think that is what is giving me a lot of confidence with Leeds right now. The fact that we were composed, we never panicked, we never rushed, and we got the job done. Was it a phenomenal performance? No, a lot of people thought it was quite a boring game. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a boring game. I think, it's going to happen when you've played a side 4 times in 1 year. You're both going to figure each other out. It's not going to quite be the most expansive game of football when you've played each other that much. We've played them 3 times in the past month. Those kind of things are going to happen. But we went there against a side that's played against us more than anyone else has this year, knows how to play against us, knows what we're going to try and do, and we comprehensively beat them. And the thing that helped also, we got a nice early goal. Opening 10-11 minutes, Gnonto gets himself a goal again. And these early goals are huge for Leeds because then it forces sides to have to come and open up a little bit against us. And that's where we can hit him in the counter-attack. If I did have to level one kind of criticism, I think we should have scored a lot more. I think we should have put the game away a lot earlier. However, listen, I'm not here to make criticisms. A few of you actually think I complain quite a little bit too much. So, let's stop complaining. Let's look at the positives. Leeds United, comfortable win, got the job done, and we're back into second. How can we complain? Georginio rutter, a goal and an assist for himself today. Been a few question marks from certain people as of late, questioning certain performances from him. I thought today, again, phenomenal. The assist for the first goal, what did you guys make of it? I'm quite confused. I want to say that he meant it, but it did seem like it was a bit of a hoof. He kind of saw Gnonto was in that area and he just thought, you know what, 50-50, 50% chance that Gnonto gets the ball. Otherwise, I've just cleared the ball away and stopped Plymouth from clearing it and getting the ball into our own half, and we can press them and create danger. I think that's what it was, and it just so happened he pinged it all the way there. Gnonto made a perfectly timed run. The defender did not see the ball plopping down in that position, and Gnonto's touch to touch the ball down was phenomenal. And more importantly than that, he skinned the cat. He flicked the ball around the right-hand side of the defender, ran round the left-hand side. It's such a phenomenal thing to do. It's a great play to do when you're dribbling at a defender, especially if you're on the wing. You flick it around one side, you run round the other, and then you loop round and get the ball on the other side. It completely bamboozles defenders at times. But he managed to do that whilst plucking the ball out from about 30-40 yards in the air. How's your touch, son? Phenomenal how it is. And he gets the ball down, touches it one more time. Defenders left in no man's land. He's put on his arse. And then Gnonto, what a fantastic finish into the bottom right-hand corner, off the inside of the post. I do have to say the connection on the strike didn't look the cleanest to me. Looked a little bit, it looked about as clean as a toddler with skid marks in his pants. Not necessarily, the most proficient strike, but it found the back of the net, and it was a well-placed strike, so I kind of complained with that one. The second goal from Rutter, 80th minute, 75th, 80th minute of the game. Rutter drives forward. Leeds at this point, we hadn't looked the most convincing in the second half. We need to kill the game off. We need to, really just stop any potential chance of throwing this game away because it would have been completely unjustified. And what do? Rutter drives forward. He gets Somerville to his left. You know what? He's like, I'm not going to panic this time. I'm going to play the ball off. I'm just going to have a strike myself. And sometimes, you don't need to place the strike perfectly. Sometimes you just need to have a low strike and firm. Sometimes you just need to take the shot quickly and take it with power. And that's what he did. He just got his body over the ball, laced the ball through the defender's legs. There was so much power on it that it went through the goalkeeper's legs and all, down the middle of the goal. Double nutmeg. Easy as you like. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. And Leeds United lead 2-0. Fantastic goal from Rutter. I thought it was a great performance from him again today. I thought some of it was very good today. Well, not very good. Sorry, I thought he was good. I thought he was good. A lot of people thought he had a quite poor game today. I don't think he was that poor as people say. I think, he's suffering from success. As JTLive would say, he's put too many great performances in, and he's too great of a player that when he puts in a decent performance, the kind of performance that people will be waxing lyrical about everyone else about, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And, again, he didn't score today. He didn't quite get the assist. He missed a couple of big chances. There was one part in the first half where he played a lovely bit of triangle movement. It would have been goal of the season, in my opinion. The play with him, Rutter, and Kamara, who I thought had an outstanding game. I'll get onto him in just a second. But yeah, lovely little 1-2-3. Gets him behind, flicks it with the outside of his foot, and unfortunately it goes wide. And you see him slot that 10 times out of 10. So, it's surprising to see him miss there. But it was given offside, which did kind of help him, even though I didn't think it was offside. And I think, speaking about that, the ref had a bit of a stinker. We should have had a penalty at the end. Dan James, the contact starts outside the box when he gets shoved, but he managed to make himself managed to get himself inside of the box. And when he was inside the box, the defender cleaned him out. Didn't get any of the ball, clamped his foot down, and we got a free kick for it instead of a penalty. Doesn't make any sense to me. It was inside the box, but hey-ho, there you go. And DJ actually wrapped the ball onto the crossbar from the set piece, which was, phenomenal. I didn't know he had that in his locker. Sorry, DJ. I wasn't familiar with the game. I really wasn't familiar with the game. But I did want to touch on Kamara. I wanted to know what you guys thought about this, because obviously everyone wants to see Archie Gray in the midfield, but right now he's been so good at right back, you can't even get Connor Robertson right back because Archie Gray's been that good. And Kamara has been so good in the midfield alongside Gruev that it's hard to even justify taking him out to put Archie Gray in. And there's been a lot of criticism recently about Kamara, actually. People think he's been off the ball the past couple of weeks. I want to know what you guys have to think about today, because I think today he was fantastic. I thought some of the flicks he did, some of the ways he was turning on the half turn, his touch is so much better than it has been. I thought when he first came over to Leeds, he was a little bit clunky at times, a bit heavy-footed, but man, some of the flicks, some of the spins, the way he shimmies to one side, the transitioning of shifting his weight and the balance that he has, I think he was phenomenal today again. And as to was the man who scored the first goal, Wilfried Gnonto. This is the other thing I just wanted to get your thoughts on. I tweeted out earlier in the game, I don't know how we're going to get Wilfried Gnonto out of the side. I think Dan James has had a phenomenal campaign, and it's tough to see how we can drop Wilfried Gnonto right now and play Dan James because of how well Gnonto's been playing. Gnonto scored again today. Dan James comes on the last 10-15 minutes, and he was phenomenal as well. Tracking back defensively, he was great. Going forward, he added another level to us with his pace and his dynamism coming on, because I think the game kind of settled down and died down a little bit for Leeds in the second half there. Gnonto was a little bit tired as well. So Dan James coming on, added just an extra dimension to Leeds' game, and I thought he was phenomenal. It's so tough to say, but these are great problems to have. We could even have Connor Roberts in for a shout there. We ended up putting DJ on the left and Connor Roberts in right wing. So, there's loads of options we have going forward on the wings. Very, 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 very great stuff for Leeds. And it really, begs the question, who plays, Gnonto or DJ? For me, I would put Gnonto to start and bring Dan James on, after about half-time, maybe 50th, 60th minute in games, just to really run at teams. And his pace and physical threatness in behind, is really impactful off the bench, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think anyway. I really want to know what you guys have to say about this performance. I just want to know your guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.